and that is the full 5 objective domains. So let's just do one final review because it has been a lot. Now, we've looked at the different exam formats, the type of questions you can expect, as well as the scoring. We looked at the 5 different objective domains. Remember, we described artificial intelligence workloads. We looked at the Azure machine learning, both on Azure and some of those different principles. We looked at different computer vision workloads on Azure's. And then we also explored some of those features of natural language processing. We closed out with our final objective domain, which described the different features of conversational artificial intelligence workloads. And again, we're going to give you all of the different resources to help you prepare, including that study guide, which has a number of different links and documents, both to Microsoft documentation as well as that learning path. For the next steps to help you to prepare for the exam, I'd like to introduce you to Liberty. All right, so she, as a reminder, she's our head psychometrician and who's going to walk us through available resources to help you study for the exam registration process, and what you can expect on exam day.
Microsoft has many different resources to help you prepare for your exam, including hands-on labs, self-paced learning through Microsoft Learn, and practice tests, among other options. But you should be wary of using resources that may contain incorrect or even illegally obtained information, such as brain dump sites. If a site promises that you'll pass or guarantees it, odds are good that it is not a legitimate test prep site. Stick to using the recommendations on the exam details page, Microsoft Learn, and so on. You can find a lot of great information on Microsoft Learn, including videos explaining each of our question types, a walkthrough of the exam registration process, the exam development process, and even a place to volunteer to beta test future exams. It can sometimes be difficult to get started, so let me highlight some tips. The best place to start is with the exam details page. Download the skills outline and practice the tasks listed. Complete the learning path on MS Learn, review documentation on docs.microsoft.com and our Microsoft blogs, ask others how they perform each of the tasks, schedule the exam as a forcing function, schedule time to study, put it on your calendar, and take a practice test. As you're preparing for the exam, you really should register for it. Nothing like having a deadline to increase your motivation to study, I say. Register for it through the exam details page. Simply select the register button and follow the prompts. You will need to log into your Microsoft account, and then you will need to indicate if you're taking the exam online or at a test center. After you've made that selection, you can check the availability for the date and time of your choice. Here's what to expect on exam day. When you start the exam, whether you're taking it at a test center or via online proctoring, you will be asked to verify your identity. If you're taking the exam online, you will also be asked to do a room scan to make sure that your environment meets Microsoft security requirements. Then the proctor will unlock the exam. You will need to agree to Microsoft's exam's non-disclosure agreement before you can begin. Once you launch the exam, read the introductory materials, especially the information we provide you about timing and the structure of the exam. This is useful information that will help you plan how to use your exam time. Note the number of questions, the number of sections, so you don't run out of time. I can't tell you how many times I've read comments that someone didn't realize there were more questions and ran out of time. You're responsible for managing your own time. Be sure you know what to expect. Then you will take a short skills survey followed by the exam. Make sure you read the specific introductions for each section because some items and some sections will not let you go back or return to. And once you leave a section, you will not be able to return to it. Mark questions for review and return to them before leaving the section or if you have time at the end of the exam. After you submit your exam for scoring, you can provide comments on any of the items that you think could be improved. Once you receive your score, I hope you get to celebrate. Best of luck on your certification journey.
Thank you so much, Liberty, for that helpful advice when it comes to the exam. And you know what? She's right. The first step is making sure that you register for your exam. Okay, so just the last couple things to let you know. Remember, this study guide is such a helpful tool. It's going to have all the different links that we chatted about today, and it's going to also direct you to other resources to help prepare you for the exam. That includes Microsoft Learn, the Microsoft Docs page, all of which we've shared throughout today's course, and it's all going to be organized by objective domain so you know what percentage of the exam you can expect to come for that. We also have included additional study resources like self-paced and instructor-led training, as well as hands-on labs, blog posts, interviews, and so much more. I want to hand it off to Scott, who wants to just say goodbye one last time. But thank you again for joining us. Scott?
Thank you for taking advantage of Microsoft's official exam prep experience. We hope you now have clarity on what to expect on your exam and how you can prepare. We truly appreciate your interest and commitment to Microsoft. Happy studying, and we wish you great success on the exam.